There is a feeling that I believe anyone who has ever embarked on the journey of learning English has experienced. The feeling of having thousands of words to say, yet being choked by an invisible rope around the throat. It is a painful silence. In more than 15 years of standing on the teaching stage, I have witnessed thousands of stories. But there is one story that I have carried with me for many years, a reminder that never fades. It is the story of one of my students. He was a language genius. He could read the most complex books. He could understand the speeches of native speakers. His knowledge was like a vast, endless ocean. Yet in class, he was always silent, a heavy silence, like a closed door at a bright and sunny dawn. One day, I asked him, "Why do you not speak?" His eyes welled up, and he said, "I am afraid, Alex. I am afraid that I will make mistakes." And that is the very core problem we are going to explore today. The true pain of English learners is not ignorance. It is helplessness in the face of fear. They have everything in their minds, but not enough courage to turn it into words. If you have ever felt this way, I want you to know you are not alone, and that is why I made this video. I will not only call out the fears, the walls that are holding you back, but more importantly, I will give you the key to free yourself, so you will no longer have to live in that painful silence. So, what are the walls that have been holding you back? What are the invisible ropes that have tied your throat? After thousands of hours of listening and observing, I have discovered the 5 biggest walls. They do not exist in books. They do not exist in dictionaries. They exist deep within our hearts. Wall number 1, the whisper of fear. The first and greatest wall is built from a very familiar emotion, fear. But it is not a giant fear. It is a constant whisper in your mind. You might have a wonderful answer in your head, but right when you are about to speak, the whisper appears, "What if I say it wrong? They will laugh at me. Will I look stupid?" That voice is not just worry. It is the gatekeeper of silence. It convinces you that the safest choice is to say nothing at all. And just like that, you step back, you hide in the shadow of silence, only to feel regret for missing the chance to connect and to be yourself. This is the wall of the soul, and it is the strongest wall of all. Wall number 2, the obsession with perfection. The second wall is a close companion of fear. I call it the obsession with perfection. It is not the effort to grow. It is a mental shackle. You want to say something, but instead of just speaking, your brain falls into an endless inner debate. Is this word correct? Is the grammar right? Do native speakers say it this way? You get stuck in the maze of right and wrong, and by the time you are ready, the conversation has already passed. Language is not a math test with one correct answer. Language is music. It is a painting. Its beauty is not in the perfection of each note or each stroke, but in the harmony and the emotions it brings. Do not let perfection become the chain that holds you back. Remember this powerful principle. Done is better than perfect. Your words may be clumsy, they may stumble, but they still flow, they still connect. Silence, on the other hand, will always remain 0. Wall number 3, the rut of knowledge. The third wall is not built from fear or perfection, but from a very familiar rut. I call it the rut of knowledge. You have heard it hundreds of times. Learn vocabulary, learn grammar, listen to podcasts, watch movies. All of that is input, the process of receiving the language. It is important. But the problem is, we often stop there. We turn our brains into giant libraries, filled with thousands of neatly arranged books. But the library door is always closed. You know so much, you understand so much, but you cannot use it. Language is not a treasure to be locked away. It is a river meant to flow. You may know every source, every bend of the river. But if you never step into the water and let it carry you, that river will forever remain just a map on paper. Do not let knowledge become a burden, a decoration in your mind. Let it become a tool, a weapon that you can draw and use at any moment. Wall number 4, the swimmer on land syndrome. The fourth wall is living proof of the third. I call it the swimmer on land syndrome. Imagine someone wants to learn how to swim. He does not go into the pool. Instead, he spends an entire year reading books, watching videos about swimming techniques. He memorizes every stroke, every kick. He even knows the names of Olympic champions. But when you push him into the pool, he sinks. Why? Because speaking is a physical skill. Your mouth, your tongue, and your throat need practice. They need to build muscle memory for the sounds and rhythm of English. Reading and listening are like reading swimming manuals. They give you knowledge, but they do not build your muscles. If you feel stuck, look at your habits. Are you just sitting on the poolside, reading books and watching others swim? It is time for you to get in the water. Wall number 5, the emptiness of purpose. And here is the final wall, the quietest, but also the strongest. I call it the emptiness of purpose. Many people learn English for vague reasons. For work, because it is necessary. Because everyone is learning. That is a reason, but it is not a lighthouse bright enough to guide you through the storms of discouragement. When you do not have a strong, deep, emotional reason to learn, then every mistake, every frustration will easily push you to quit. You will not have the strength to overcome the other walls. So, what is your reason for learning English? Is it to talk with someone you love, to explore a new culture, or simply to reclaim the confidence you once lost? Find your own lighthouse. Let it become the motivation that drives you forward, no matter how many storms you face. Because English is not just a language, it is a doorway to your dreams and to a better version of yourself. If those walls were built from fear and old habits, then the key to breaking them is surprisingly simple, now that we have named the barriers. Let us find the key to free your voice. Key number 1, talking to yourself. This is the method I believe is the most powerful. It does not require anyone else, no partner, and it is completely free. It is the art of talking to yourself. When you talk to yourself, there is no one to judge, no one to criticize. You can make mistakes freely. Stumble as many times as you want. At that moment, you are building a strong bridge between your brain and your mouth. You are teaching your mind something important, that it does not need to be perfect. It just needs to be spoken. Start with the smallest things. When you wake up and look out the window, say, "Good morning. The sky looks so beautiful today." When you make a cup of tea, describe it. "This is a warm cup of tea. It is steaming and has a gentle aroma." Turn everything around you into a conversation. You will see that just a few minutes a day is enough to break the first wall. Key number 2, embrace mistakes. This key will help you overcome the obsession with perfection. Think of learning English like an artist learning to paint. A beautiful painting is not one without a single wrong stroke. It is a painting where the artist dared to paint, dared to experiment, and dared to make mistakes. Instead of worrying about a complicated word, use the simplest word you know. Instead of trying to make a perfect long sentence, make a short one ... even if the grammar is not correct. For example, instead of wanting to say, "I went to a cafe with my friend this afternoon and we had coffee," a complex sentence that may keep you silent, try saying, "I drink coffee with friend today." Is it perfect? Number. But will people understand you? Absolutely. You have achieved the most important thing: successful communication. Aim for 60 points instead of 0, because 60 is the foundation of progress, while 0 will forever remain 0. Key number 3, live in English. The wall of knowledge is broken by action. Do not just learn English. Live in English. Make it an inseparable part of your daily life, like the air you breathe. Think in English. Write your shopping list in English. Ask yourself simple questions in English inside your head. This is how you create output. Even when no one is listening, it helps you connect the theoretical knowledge, sleeping in the library of your mind, and bring it into the light. Key number 4, swim on your own for 5 minutes. If you are stuck in the swimmer on land syndrome, then this is your key. Start a small habit that can create huge change. Spend 5 minutes a day speaking. Talk about your day. Describe a movie you just watched. Tell a story from your past. It does not need to be complex. It does not need to be perfect. Just 5 minutes to let your mouth and tongue practice to build muscle memory. Like a swimmer, you cannot become a champion overnight, but you will never drown if you keep swimming every day. Key number 5, write your own story. And finally, to break the wall of emptiness, find your own lighthouse. Ask yourself, what really matters to me? What dream will English help me achieve? Maybe English is the bridge to bring you closer to someone you love. Maybe it is the door to explore the world. Or maybe it is simply the way to reclaim your lost confidence. Write your own story and let English become the tool that helps you tell it. Because when you learn for a reason that is big enough, no wall can hold you back. So, we have gone through a journey together. We have named the 5 walls that are holding back your voice, the whisper of fear, the obsession with perfection, the rut of knowledge, the swimmer on land syndrome, and the emptiness of purpose. And more importantly, we have found the keys to free ourselves. Change does not come from one grand moment, but from small steps, every single day. You do not need to become perfect. You only need to become braver than you were yesterday. I want to challenge you. Right after this video ends, choose one of the keys we have explored and apply it. It could be a short conversation with yourself, or simply trying to say one English sentence to someone you love. Let that small action become the beginning of a bigger story. If these words touched your heart, leave me a comment and share your story. I am here to listen. And if you want to discover more meaningful journeys with me, do not forget to subscribe to Aurora English Echo -- so that we will not miss each other. Thank you for joining me today. Keep practicing, keep shining, and never stop believing in yourself. See you next time.